Hello and welcome to this YouTube video on how to write a cover letter for a dental assistant position. In this tutorial, I'll write an example letter that can be used for a job in dentistry. Now once you're done writing your own version, I would advise you to download matching and professional looking resume and cover letter templates. Click on the link in the description for more information. Now before I get started, let me first emphasize on the most important writing tips for dental assistants. First off, use the appropriate font and font size. Calibri, Arial or Times New Roman with the 10 to 12 point font size for easy reading. Now if you have room to spare, choose a size 12 font. Don't exceed the one-page document and keep a word count of around 300 to 400 words. In addition, divide your letter into preferably 4 paragraphs. Secondly, address your letter to someone. It is important to include the recruiter's personal title and name in the salutation. You can write, for example, Dear Mrs. Stewart or Dear Mrs. Stewart, and if you can't find a name after thorough research on LinkedIn and Google, then Dear Hiring Manager is the best alternative according to recent study. And if you are unsure about the reader's gender, then state his or her full name. So, Dear Riley Stewart. Thirdly, a strong cover letter provides context to dental assistant skills listed in the resume. For example, where do your strong organizational skills come from? Or what do you consider as basic knowledge of dental medicine? Write a narrative story and make it quantifiable if possible. And that means include numerical or statistical information that prove you actually obtained the necessary qualifications. Fourthly, avoid using meaningless words like team player, problem solver, go-getter, or go off on irrelevant tangents in an effort to sound witty or interesting. When you apply for a job at a dentistry, they are only interested in well-substantiated qualifications that could contribute to their daily operations. At last, write a unique cover letter for each job application. Personalize your cover letter in every way you can. It is time-consuming, but definitely increases your chances of getting hired. Alright, that's it for the most important writing tips for dental assistants. Next up, I want to start writing the cover letter example. First, you need to list your contact information on the left side. In between white lines underneath we put the date and then the hiring manager's name and job title, followed by the dentistry information. As for the salutation, we write Dear Mr. Stewart. For American usage, we include a dot after the abbreviation MR. For British English, you can leave it out. In the first paragraph, also called the introduction, you need to express your interest for the position and dental clinic you apply for. Explain where you found it and let the reader know if you got referred by a mutual connection. And after that, you introduce the reader to your cover letter. In the second paragraph, you shortly introduce yourself followed by a motivation for the job opportunity and dental clinic. Try to answer questions like, why do you want to work as a dentist assistant? Or why do you want to work at their clinic? Attract the reader's attention and show that you are in fact interested in specifically this job role at their clinic. In the third paragraph, you have to match your qualifications to the job requirements. Now don't restate your resume, but instead provide context, and preferably with numerical or statistical information. So what have you achieved in numbers, statistics, or awards you've been granted? A key here is to convince the reader that you actually obtain the necessary qualifications. In the last paragraph, you need to politely initiate an interview by telling the reader what you want to further discuss. Thank the reader for taking their time to review your cover letter and refer to your attached resume. Make sure to include your phone number and email address so they can easily reach out to you. At last, you end your cover letter with best or kind regards, followed by your name and surname. Alright, so we touched upon important writing tips for dental assistants, and we actually made an example letter of around 300 words and 4 paragraphs. If you want to see this example and all of my other examples in text format, then check out the link in the description. I want to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll respond as soon as possible. If this video was helpful, then a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. I want more introduction and closing paragraph examples? Then check out my other videos. Other than that, thanks again for watching and see you next time. Bye!